Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 17-yard line.
On first down, it's Darnold. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Caught here by Bell.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
We're going to sign. 36 to Mike. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day. Hey, lady.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Shoot. He's crashing. He's checking crowd. 64. 3. Off.
Now Taylor to throw. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Hey, one set. Check Mike. Mike, 54. Switch up.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Jets' 36-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Taylor escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And Ingram holds it in. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he finds Stills, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
All day, dog. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. X3. 57. Mike, 57. Watch the run, watch the run.
Operating from the gun, Taylor. Stepping, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyrod Taylor, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it with Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Darnold. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Now Austin. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. From midfield now, here's Taylor. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Mike, spot forward. I got you, son. I got you, son. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Come on.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Mike 54. Here we go. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
2nd down and goal. Taylor flushed out right. And it's a New England Patriots touchdown. Gostkowski for the point after.
Stephen Gostkowski for the extra point.
is good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Patriots 14, Jets nothing. Steven
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. J.J. Watt. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. To try again after the sack. Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Bell. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line.
First down, New York.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And a pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now Taylor on first down. Now he's forced out left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Check 37. Check 37. Boom, boom.
Throwing again on second down. Taylor is going to float this over the middle deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
We got this.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Taylor finds his tight end Ingram. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to...
Sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Taylor. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Henry Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
That's pulled in at the 32.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw, Darnold. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd down. Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved. He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half. Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary has really put this receiving core on lockdown. Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. At their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game? You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here we go. On the ground, Michelle. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 45-yard line.
On 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the ground is Michelle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Go! Buzz! Be ready! Be ready! Swing small! Check Mike 54!
On 3rd down, Taylor. Complete to Dorsett. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going. And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
That's good. Patriots. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
First down, here's White. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
57's the mic.
Opting to run again here with White. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah,
I
just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. Fourth down, here's Taylor. He finds his man, it's Austin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Taylor now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's Taylor. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time defensively. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Henry Anderson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let him know.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Check safety. That's it. Let's 57's Mike. Hey, watch the ball. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the run. Good sock, baby. That's baby sock.
To throw is Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Tavon Austin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Anderson's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen. Despite
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Check. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, let's get in them holes. 57.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Dorsett making the catch. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Taylor now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Taylor to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Mike's 57.
Now Taylor. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Quentin Williams. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And here we go on fourth. Darnold. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Let's go now. 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 54. Watch the run.
They go play action now. Taylor. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Mike 5-4.
Now it's Taylor. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Showing it.
They'll go again with Bell. Bell a first down and then some. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
3 buzz.
Oh, Taylor going to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Now Taylor. And able to find Dorsett. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action, now Taylor. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. Time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Pats, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.